This might hurt some feelings, but 1 rep maxes are killing your gains. And if you guys are new here, my name's Owen Blue, and over the past few years, I've gotten to the best shape of my life, doing things a little bit different than the typical fitness industry. And no, I haven't been doing this by injecting, I've been doing this completely naturally, and so can you. So in today's video, I'm going to bring you through one of my strength training days and talk to you guys about why 1 rep maxes are terrible for your workouts. Alright guys, so first off we're going to be jumping into an overhead dumbbell press for our shoulders. I'm going to be going heavy and focusing on strength in this workout. But the one thing that I did want to talk about just real quick is why 1 rep maxes are a waste of time. And this is based on my experience. And you know, a lot of people, the first thing they'll ask you is, yo, what's your 1 rep max on whether it's the bench, you know, whether it's a squat, whatever it is. And 1 rep maxes are, you know, one, increasing risk because your tension or your load is an extreme difference between if you were doing sets for reps, right? 2, is your time under tension is a lot less than if you are to train like I'm training here with reps of 5 in my strength training, right? And that's my opinion, is that 1 rep maxes are a complete waste when you're going to build strength. You're much better off building strength by 3 to 5 rep sets. And it's always been something that I focused on, has done really, really well for me. And it's something that not enough people talk about. But anyways, so I'm going heavy on these shoulder presses and working my way up in a pyramid set, working up to a top set. I believe this is the top set, and I'm pushing for 5 reps, going in depth, making sure that I'm just going just below 90 degrees, but I'm not going any further than that. 1, because I don't want to risk injury, and 2, it's really not needed. And then we're going into the next workout, and this workout I'm hitting my upper chest but also shoulders because of basically just the grip of this press. So it is an incline press, but it is hitting delts as well as your upper chest, which I really like. I also like how this one feels. I'm able to go heavy on it and really focus on putting that tension on the upper chest and shoulders, which I'm going for a more shoulder focused push day. So my split currently has been a push-pull legs. I'm really liking this split. I'm also doing more of a full body split as well. But moving up to a bit of a heavier set here, and you'll see that I am going to be pushing to 5, and I'm pushing basically to failure without a spot. Obviously, if you guys are pushing heavy and going to failure on a 5 rep set, it's best practice to have a spotter. But yeah, I went pretty much to failure there. If I went one more, I would have failed for sure. And then I'm going instantly into a drop set. On the drop set, I'm just focusing on control, you know, mind to muscle connection, and keeping that tension on the muscle, which is really important with drop sets. You definitely want to focus on control. Risen it up a bit, shout out to my fiance, and then going right into an overhead cable tricep extension. So typically I don't go heavy on these, but today I wanted to, again, you guys hear me talk about shocking the muscle all the time. I wanted to shock the muscle the best I can with this. Typically I'm doing this movement with more of a volume, time under tension style, but this one I'm going heavy, and I'm pushing the weight and going for, yeah, that max weight of about 5 reps to pretty much failure. And doing, again, another pyramid set. Anytime I'm doing a strength-based workout, I'm typically doing a pyramid set. So it's where you start your weight low in the first, you know, 1, 2 to 3 sets until you're hitting your max weight at that 3rd or 4th set, and then doing a drop set at the end for the last 1 or 2. I find it's a really great way to push it, but also make sure that you're getting the most out of the muscle and fatiguing it the best way possible. And I also don't typically do this movement either, but I wanted to do something different. So just working up in weight and focusing on control here the best that I can. And this one I definitely fell to my front delts as well as my upper chest, and was a great movement for a shoulder focused push day. If you guys haven't tried this one, I'd suggest you give it a shot. But you really, on this one, it's more about focusing on control and time under tension rather than just sheer strength. But that's where I felt it the most, and I actually ended up really liking this movement. It's not typically in my training split, but again, guys, you should always be switching it up, shocking the muscle, and focusing on new movements in your workouts. And I ended it off with a superset of this front delt raise, supersetted with, you'll see right after this, just another press, but I'm going with more of a neutral grip. So you'll see that my elbows are kept to the front more than like a T form out to the side. Again, just really hammering that front delt in this workout, because with a push day, it's going to be more front delt focused rather than lateral and rear, which will be more on a pull day. So this one felt really, really nice. Just going back and forth between these two with little to no rest in between, maybe like a 30-second, but trying to keep the heart rate up, trying to keep the intensity. So you'll see here, going basically to, again, failure, but trying to keep that control. You see on my face the intensity I'm keeping there, and that's how you guys want to be in your workouts. And then going right into that overhead standing press. And again, these weights aren't, anything insane, but for a final burnout, it's always great to just push through those last few reps, even if you have to drop weight a little bit, even on strength days. All right, there you have it, guys. If you guys got any value from this video, just smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I'll see you guys inside the next video.